Good morning, and once again, my name is Mann. Earlier this week, Brother Billy called me and asked me and my family to come up here and talk about generosity and stewardship within the church. Like I said, he said, get Patty up here with me too, and I told him it'd be easier to baptize a cat than get Patty in front of this many people to talk, and she agreed with me. Anyway, I didn't grow up in this church. No, I was around this church some. I was able to come to many youth activities, able to go on trips like Camp Junaluska and ASP, and that's when I first were able to experience the generosity and stewardship of this church. As I moved on, grew older, and moved off to college and got married, me and Patty, we did not come to this church. We went to a church with her family, but we still benefited from this church through their vacation Bible schools and all the other activities. When we had kids, we benefited from the ministry of Jacob's Ladder, first Kendall, and then Briley, and then even Briley started the kindergarten class when they started the kindergarten here. So even though we weren't members of this church, but we were able to experience, like I said, the generosity of this church through the various ministries. Once we found there was a time for a change and that we decided to change church, of course we came here because we had already experienced the love of this church and all of its members. Now, once we did come to this church, we were able to experience everything like from the kids' activities they have, our great children's director, Miss Glenda, and all the activities, like I said, the VBSs, using the buses to go out here, there for different mission trips and all the activities the kids did. Now that my oldest daughter, Kendall, had gotten older, now we're benefiting from the youth director, Mr. David. I mean, all the activities and all the trips they do and everything that comes with the activities. So as we start this time of stewardship, it's important for me to look at everything that I've benefited from this church, but realize it takes effort and time and our contributions for our children and for us to have all these activities, the great Arbor, the Jacob's Ladder, the Boy Scouts huts, and thank you, Boy Scouts, for being here today. So that takes all of our contributions. So I'm challenging myself and others to give and give graciously. As David said earlier in his stewardship talk, it might not be 10%, but give what you can. And just start at 3 and see how God blesses you as you give. So as Ms. Dan said, we have these stewardship cards. Now, this is very important for us as the church, as we budget out, to know what we can work with and we can plan ahead. We need to have a good budget so we know what we can do with our money and our talents. It is not all about just our generosity in our offerings, but it's also about our time and talents. So, even if you cannot give very much monetarily, find a place of ministry that you can help in. There's many needs in this church. If you see a need and that's not being helped, come to us and we can help start a ministry. But once again, I want to thank you for letting me come up here and speak about the stewardship that I've received from this church. And please, the stewardship cards, they're back here on the table back here. If you could, please turn them in and fill them out so the church can get an idea of where we can go this coming up year. Thank you.